What's going on, NBA fans? This is your friendly neighborhood Memphis Grizzly homer, Memphis X, and I talk hoops. We are going to restart our player rankings come Monday. Today, we're going to talk about something a little bit more fun, a little bit more light, and we're going to talk about what the Charlotte Hornets and Michael Jordan can do to make them a contender. But first, every hero needs their theme music.
Piano.
Grizz gang, go hard. Baddest in the game, we be on one. I talk hoops so secure. All up on the court, but we gon' score. Memphis bringing heat straight from Tennessee. Demo rest like an Escobar.
Well, the Charlotte Hornets came into this offseason looking to build upon a sort of promising season in 2021-22. They had LaMelo Ball make the All-Star team in his second year in the league as he was coming off a Rookie of the Year, and all signs pointed towards him being an up-and-coming young team. And then the Miles Bridges situation happened.
Prosecutors in Los Angeles formally filed charges against Hornets forward Miles Bridges on Tuesday. Bridges is facing a felony domestic violence charge and 2 felony child abuse charges stemming from an incident in late June. Prosecutors allege that Bridges assaulted his girlfriend in front of their 2 children here in Los Angeles. Bridges is out on bail and set to be arraigned on Wednesday. He's a restricted free agent who received a qualifying offer from the Hornets before his arrest. He was Charlotte's leading scorer last.
And really, the team's future was thrown in turmoil. Now, I am suggesting that this is the perfect opportunity with LaMelo Ball just now turning 21 and still being on the 3rd season of his rookie deal. This is the perfect time to sit down and try to get pieces that fit with LaMelo while you have time. Now, we know that Charlotte is not a glamour market, even though it's not really a small market. It is not a glamour market in the NBA, and it has had trouble in the past keeping players to stay long-term, especially after their second contract. So, what do they want to do? They want to have a winning team in place, not necessarily in 22-23, but in 3 to 4 seasons down the line, they want to have a winning team in place to make LaMelo Ball feel that Charlotte is the place where he can win and establish himself as a winning player and perhaps a championship player. Now, how do they do that? I think the first thing they need to do is realize they are the Charlotte Hornets. Now, as a Charlotte Hornets, I'm on the outside looking in. I'm not an inside fan or anything like that. I'm a Grizzlies fan. But their situation is kind of similar to what the Grizzlies face. You're not going to be able to lure high-level free agents to Charlotte. You're not going to be able to lure, or it's going to be difficult for you to even trade for high-level free agents that will stay long-term in Charlotte. And regardless of what you feel about this team right now, this team is still at least 3 to 4 seasons away after the Miles Bridges situation. So what am I suggesting? I am suggesting that the Charlotte Hornets put their best foot forward in the tank race for the 2023 draft. I know it's not going to be what Charlotte fans will want to hear, and it's nothing to really get excited about unless you are thinking about the big picture. And that is, you need to get another star to put alongside LaMelo Ball. Now, they did real good this in the draft, even though I would have loved for them to draft Jalen Duren. But they didn't squander their pick, 2 picks that they could have selected, but they did get Mark Williams from Duke, and he seems to be the prototype center prospect. But of course, it's going to take him a couple of seasons to be able to get acclimated into the NBA. And other than LaMelo Ball and hopefully Mark Williams, the other guys they had aren't really big-time prospects. I like JT Thor. I like Bryce McGowan's. I even like Jalen McDaniels and, well, PJ Washington to an extent. But these guys are not the guys that you would call the cornerstone to a championship team. That is going to have to come through the draft. And when it comes to the NBA draft, it's best not to BS around and start selecting 9, 10, 11. You don't want to select there. You want to select 1 through 5 in the NBA draft. And then this draft particularly, you really want to be in the top 5. So what I suggest is they make the move for Russell Westbrook. Now, they're not trading for Russell Westbrook to play alongside of LaMelo Ball or anything silly like that. No, I'm not suggesting that at all. I am suggesting that they need to get Russell Westbrook to clear some money off of their cap sheet and streamline the team. And the trade that I'm suggesting for them is Gordon Hayward, Terry Rozier, JT Thor, and a 2023 second-round pick from Utah to the Los Angeles Lakers for Russell Westbrook, Kendrick Nunn, 2027 unprotected first, and a 2029 very lightly protected first. I would probably say top 3 protected, or maybe even unprotected, because Terry Rozier and JT Thor gives them some long-term players to kind of, compensate for not having any draft picks. Now, how would that work for Charlotte? Charlotte would end up with a roster that is pretty much a bunch of kids. I think they'll have Mason Plumlee as the vet. They'll still have Kelly Oubre. But other than that, everybody else will basically be on rookie deals. And we know how that's going to turn out. Now, what your players will get is a lot of experience in a low-pressure environment. And you get a chance to add in 2023 a critical piece. And you want to add these pieces immediately because the clock is ticking on LaMelo Ball. You don't want to start BSing around this season and end up with the 11th pick or the 10th pick. And then the next thing you know, you got Gordon Hayward in serious decline. Terry Rozier shows serious decline. And you don't have anything to show for this BS season of trying to get into the play-in. This would allow the Charlotte Hornets and Michael Jordan, of course, to save some money next season because they can do the same thing again. It's the OKC program, and hopefully you get a top 5 pick and you get somebody that can work with LaMelo Ball, somebody like Cam Whitmore in the 2023 draft. If you don't get Victor Wembanyama or Scoot Henderson, you still have a lot of players in this 23 draft that could fit nicely with LaMelo with high upside ability. And this will give you your second star player, and you can hope that Mark Williams will develop into a stud defensive player. That is the hope, because that is what you need. You need that. You need a superstar, all NBA, MVP level talent, which you hope LaMelo can be, being an all-star at 20. And then you need that secondary all-star, and you need that interior defensive presence. Hopefully that is Mark Williams. So let me know what you think about this. Should Charlotte clear their books go after and trade for Westbrook and buy him out and let him go about his business to wherever he can get to, and enter the tank race for the 2023 season. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button, smash that like button for me, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell for notifications. And we will be coming to you with another video, maybe later today, with a trade proposal for the Grizzlies, or I might save it for tomorrow. Peace.